Good morning, my ranked demons. In this video, I cover Gold Sage, who is struggling with minimap, map control, and playing with their team. My name's Slayerkey. I'm a top 600 coach for 300 students, helping them climb their ranks and improve as players and people. So sit back, take some notes, and enjoy. First thing I would change is this pistol round by. Always do the wall.
Okay.
I would even just say do both slows too, because this util can get so much value out of this round. Instead of doing this and like being wish-washy, able to not go here, just stick to a decision. Don't hesitate. Don't try to like change, because now the round's about to start and we're about to just like lose the early B main intel. So like by the time you peek here, these guys could already be through this like left side. We should not be walking here either. Like we see all these people A. This is why the minimap will help a little. Like your teammates call A. We just need to run A. Sure, be careful mid, but like your teammates are now fighting site. Should we come and help them or slowly make our way over and cut noise? Like, all 4 players are spotted in the main map right here. There's nothing else going on any other part of the map. We just need to get on site. Because now by the time you get here, two teammates are dead. Like if you ran here, you probably could have fought this Sova with your jet, right? Sova's throwing, same thing, trying to fight the team here. I would just swing this guy. So 1v3, how do we win this 1v3? Is it letting them get bombed down? Letting this Omen stay here? Letting them all group up? Or is it we take this 1v1 right out here? Like what does the bomb plant basically tell us when we hear someone doing this?
They can't shoot back basically if they're planting. Perfect.
When someone's planting, also think of it as another opportunity to isolate someone. So hearing this bomb gun down, our immediate reaction should be like, all right, I'll just fight this Omen. And you just heard someone rope. So you have intel on literally everyone at this point. So also think about like you had this Omen trapped in the corner, right? We know exactly where this Omen is. So when the smoke goes down, like instead of falling back here reloading, you should be scaling up in the smoke. Mechanically, you're at a pretty good point where I think you can still get these kills in 6 bullets. If you want to use your heal, if you want to do any ability, make sure you're in a safe spot. Like clear the smoke first, maybe. Clear this left side, maybe. And then you do it. But just doing it is just assuming that like no one's here. This is what gets you timing. This is what leads to us just dying more rounds. And then same thing like the start of the round, like we should be ready to peek. Like barriers drop. Our jet's peeking this, but we're like still kind of looking, like talking to the team about mid still.
Yeah.
Like if you were fighting with the jet there, you maybe could have peeked after and like gotten your trade. Nice shot. Just be careful making all this noise like you're running away. You see the little auto arena on the map right here?
Oh yeah, they're gonna hear my rotate. Like,
yeah.
Basically your positioning.
So all this amazing pressure that you just did by getting this pick here and killing a player here, they're like, oh, you gotta be careful of yellow now, just goes away because they hear you just run away to here, right? So they're just gonna take this side a lot more lax. Some comms to the team here would be nice. Like planning B, the Sage Walled, Omen's yellow.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of this like major reposition because you heard this Sage Wall too. So this long angle is kind of pointless. I think you realize this, you're like, oh shit, I just gotta go back. And now you're way out of position.
Yeah.
Okay, so more calls here would be nice. We hear this guy yellow, Omen yellow, Sage under. Very nice. But I don't think you realize the Sage underneath you, and we definitely die here. Same thing on B, right? Or do we hold back here and like get intel when they're here? Or do we want intel when they're like here and here, right?
Yeah, earlier intel is better.
Very important decision. Like I wouldn't even say, I don't even think you're the B player, right? We should have someone else playing here. Like probably your jet or one of your duelists. And we should use your utility more for like mid, right? You wall tube or more for A. Right? You throw slows, wall right side. Your util's not that great for B.
Mid at all.
Okay, we see Sage there. We're just waiting to see a little nitpick on the comm. Trying to identify people, just find where these last people are, right? That's like our entire goal.
Yes.
So Sage Wall spawn, 1 planting. Like this literally told you where both players are. And if your teammates know this, like they can just run through, right? They don't have to worry about mid. They don't have to worry about B, just like you did on that rotate. And they stopped the plan here. This was troll. Okay, and we should be scaling up with their jet here more so. So where could you position yourselves to hold this site, play off your jet?
Maybe have the jet hold the Omen, the angle for the Omen, and try to get the fight on the Sage.
Yep. How could you get on the fight in this Sage? Or like what would you be doing?
Go right instead of left.
Okay, why is this bad?
I mean, in the end, she has the advantage if she stands further back.
True. I want you to think just in terms of team play here, right? Can your Sage trade you if you take a fight with the Sage? Let's say she rotated back here.
No.
Or could you trade your jet if you played from this position and she gets killed from someone here?
No.
So how could you position yourself to watch for this Sage and
maybe drop down and then peek on the left side of the box?
Yep, very good. Even on top of Raptors is good. The idea is you want to be ready to play off your jet's contact, but you want to be in a spot where you can just hold her, right? Like if someone peeks here from the right, you're not just the only one that's dead, she's dead as well.
B1 Sova. Let's just have one stay on A.
And this is also the problem of why you just play like, oh, it's not really a one and done angle, but more so in the sense of like one piece of intel and you're done. It's like you see Silva here, but then it's just like there's one B. Your entire A team is now rotating over because of this. So I like to call them, have them come back. Like there's playing this angle back here, kind of like a retake angle, and then just tell them to fall back. Okay, and then also like continuing to calm here, so 2B main.
Please.
We ask nicely. Maybe the team will actually listen. Nope. Good try. Stop peeking this, right? 4v2. What is the, how do we lose the 4v2?
By just taking 1v1s, basically.
Yep, perfect. And what is this Omen trying to do right now?
Exactly that.
Yep, and now this Omen's watching this. I would just give up this bomb, right? What's the worst thing that could happen if they get this bomb?
I mean, they could rotate, I guess.
Okay, what happens when they rotate?
The Reyna is behind them.
Yep, perfect. So it's okay to just give up this bomb. You guys have good site control. We have 3 on site. They rotate back. They hit the Reyna. That's fine. The risk is so much greater because of this Omen, right?
Like, I noticed myself that the minimap is a huge factor because like just watching it again, I noticed like how many times I'm actually checking the in-game map.
Big time. I can send you some minimap settings. There's also some in our Discord channels. I think in the tips channel, there's perfect settings and like an image that shows you what it looks like. Okay, and now you're in a worse position because they just came through mid. And what's going to happen when they come through mid? What happens when they get this mid position here?
Well, they can come through kitchen or through under tube.
Yep, perfect. And then what are we going to do if we're playing all the way back here?
Well, we're going to get sandwiched in between like 2 possible angles they come from.
Yep. And there's a kitchen player. So it looks like we're just missing that possibility.
They went through. Yeah, I thought they were still holding mid there, so I didn't realize that they were already inside kitchen.
Yep. I would just think of it this way, like as soon as this happens and they like make presence mid, and we see Omen and Tube here, this area, this entire kitchen's already exposed. Like these lanes are open unless we re-clear him, or unless we have like better info that they're not there.
Yeah. They're just pushing mid.
Because they make a bunch of presence mid, right? And then they just stop making presence. So like where did these 3 players go? Like our Reyna's completely flanked right now. She just cleared all of it. So either they're B main right now or they're kitchen, right? There's like no other way. And also for that reason, like your audio reading here, right? Like why do you think this Sova just peeked us here and knew we weren't going to be watching? And you could like triple dink us with this dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I would try to like after you do this pick, right? This is a pretty good pick, kind of risky because you have res. But we're not going to talk about that. You get this pick, chuck a slow off this wall into here, and slow off the area to deny retrade and deny the space. This is a really good kill, but because you just fall back, reload here, you see that there's just 2 players out immediately.
Yeah.
And then big swing, we get that kill. We think that's a good play, but like terrifying, actually terrifying. Now your Reyna's coming up here, like just come up with there. I don't even develop it. Just go up with there, fight these players with there. There's no other space that we're holding right now. Like we're just inactive in the fight at this point.
Yeah.
I would just be careful with this res, and I would like tell your team that you're gonna res, right? Just be like, I'm gonna res Sova, because now your raise is peeking sight, and this could have been a 4v4 retake, but because this isn't calmed and like this raise just over peaks, now it turns into a 3v3. And the Sova was so close here, and you kind of want to take this duel a little. Like I would try to do this wall a bit differently, do this res a bit differently, where you can like kill this Sova and then secure the kill.
I also still have an opening into main.
A little, yeah. Because now you guys have to break this wall. And if we don't break it, then they just know we have to be Raptors, right? So one of the things I wanted to point out, which I was waiting for you to use your res to say, is that like these guys have no flank holding utility. So why don't we just play this early intel here? And if we don't see anyone, let's just go for a flank. Yeah, exactly. There's like nothing stopping us from doing this.
That might have just been because I was like trying to play more passive because I was on a loss streak, which in retrospect was probably like counterintuitive.
That's fair though. It just affects the next game in a way. The worst thing you can do in a 1v3 is put yourself in a corner and let them start to take more space. Because what happens when like these players start to take up more of the map, it becomes a lot more obvious where this last player is.
You have less and less space. You're gonna suspect that like no player could be.
Yes, exactly. Okay, nice try. Again, think about audio cues here. So like this sage definitely just heard us go up this rope or like I'm close. So if I peek this angle, I'm looking straight at this position. But here's where the under tubing kind of bites you. Like always be aware of the angles you're exposed to and like your teammates and what they're watching. Like your Jets, is she actually watching mid here? Like it's something that can be fixed a little with communication. I understand communication is difficult in lower elos. That's why we mostly use the mid app, or we just like just see your Jet right now. Is your Jet watching mid at all?
Yeah, she's not watching mid. No.
That kind of just tells you all the info. You need to be like, okay, I shouldn't be exposed to mid here. Okay, we switch it up. We do this wall. You also do this on purpose, so you can look through this. Or you just
you have a little gap on both sides where it can peek. Like it works once normally in this deal because they don't expect it, but.
I like it. I do like the gimmicky play. I like we go kitchen here instead of going spawns. Like respect the space a little yet. Yes. Oh, we just got huge intel.
Well, they're walling for planned.
Okay, one more thing. If you pick up with this, you get a gold star.
She's probably hiding under.
I want you to look at the top of the screen right now.
The yellow outline of the Phoenix?
What does that tell you?
I have no idea, honestly. Does that mean like he's been spotted?
Players have yellow outlines when they get their ultimates.
Oh,
so this Phoenix just got his ultimate. What does this tell us?
He picked up an ult orb.
what's more likely, the B orb or the A orb?
Well, I mean, they've all B, so he's probably going B.
So in a way, you kind of just got like complete intel on where players can be. Okay, same thing with this pistol. Like, I would definitely buy this wall. I would definitely buy slows.
Yeah.
Okay, no reason to walk up here, right? Your two teammates in front of you are kind of running out.
Yeah.
There's one big importance of like why you want to run up for your teammates right now, because what's happening between you and this jet and
They're
you and this
trading.
element. Yep, exactly. This is a big lesson in like spacing. We're not able to take the same fights with our jet because our spacing between
Yeah,
it
you
is
can
too.
just go back.
Exactly. Yep. And we need to take space, right? Like all these players are coming out. They're starting to fight our teammates. Like we're still walk peeking, like sneaking around these angles. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
Like there's 3 players spotted here, and your reaction is like, okay, coming around the corner, and we just get. The thing you want to look for is basically described in one word: chaos. So like this guy goes back here. That would be a good time to fight with him. You see this rain of rafters? Like this is a perfect time to swing with your open and try to get the trade. But we're kind of like passive. We're playing back. Like the team is still fighting here. There's a lot of chaos that's happening. Everyone's focused on these guys going ropes. They're making a lot of noise. But we wait till like after they die and to start swinging. We stick bomb here. Let's actually see how you play this out. Yep, same thing here. So you know where he is. You heard her pick up a gun. Like at this point, I would just go B, right? You heal in 5 seconds. Let's just go B, plant it here, and then you can choose like play snowman or play B main, right? This is such a nice position for you. You agree?
Yeah, of course.
But now sticking this bomb here, what is this risk?
Oh, of course that she pushes up.
Yep. So like, we're not sure if she's right lane, we're not sure if she's left lane. We peek right lane. Thank God she wasn't here because you would be dead as meat. Peek this one. Thank God she wasn't looking this way because you'd be dead as meat. Okay, fall back here, reload. I like the rafters play. I think that's smart. Yep, good. Probably just need to change how you peek out a little here. You plant spike here. Do you see how you swing this? Like into the wall a little?
Yeah.
You have to do here. So just swing this wider as well. So think about like where the bomb is and think about the angle you're trying to do. Like she walls this, she does this. So swing up more to the side like this. So you have like more of the intel area, I guess, of where she just tapped. Good reposition though. That was very good. Okay. We're kind of being careful of flank. We get the flank, which is good. That's really good. Like off that flanker, you guys should just dip, by the way. Like let's stop taking fights. Like there's 2 on site. We just killed the flank player. Think about like what's happened to this round. Like you guys have been at A for like 20-30 seconds.
Yeah.
At this point, they're probably all over at A, right? So you killed a flank. Let's just all rotate. This round, I like what's going on, right? We have the Omen kind of lurking A, except he's making noise and like doing stuff. But the read here is that like these guys love to flank. So it's like you have op here. Let's just sit and spawn with op, even at the res. It's dumb, but the idea is we sit and spawn with op. We just let them push up and we just get a free kill and then we rotate where that player was holding, right? So let's just wait. Let's let them push up and then let's do something. I like this though. Really nice off angle. Then we get res here. And sight. This round's looking good. I like that you move over here to help with this fight a bit better. Good. Okay, I would have checked flank like after these 2 kills. Because like if I was a flanker, what I'm waiting for is for both enemies to be spotted.
Yeah, and then you can just...
So there's the Saze, there's the jet. If I was flank, I'd be coming right now. It's good to just re-clear after this too. So like you fought this very forward space for a bit. And you know like you were watching flanker, they could be flank. So like you give up the space for a bit, you focus here, and then you just go back and check it real quick. You guys have time to play with. You're kind of chilling. Let's just play with it. And what the fuck is that Phoenix doing? Okay, and this is why you guys don't go B when they have an opper. Because we have nothing to block this off. We need a calm to do something. We all just peek it.
Yeah,
Or was
we didn't know that the opera was on B. I did tell everyone that we should not go B because of the operator and that they still have it.
Yep. If your team wants to go B, I would just make sure you're using some util. Our team's idiots. They want to push B when they have an op and just try swing it and get cladded. So let's just tell Reyna, like, Reyna, can you flash out B? Or we don't just run into this.
Like this. In the games in the last few I played, it is very, very hard. I tell them to like not peek or something, and they just 99% of the time it just they don't listen. That is a huge issue. Still my bad for like not asking or like trying to ask, but you kind of just give up on it.
Yeah, I understand.
Which is my bad still for not asking.
They slowed this. We killed Omen. At this point, like everyone's over here. You guys should be rotating more, especially with how much they have to flank. Like this is free. Think about it this way. Let's go back a little. There's 3 of you here. We killed the Omen. Thank God. We made all this noise. Have we been watching flank? Like same idea with what you were doing the last round. Like have we been watching flank? How open is the space?
We actually died to flank in that round.
Let's just 3-man push flank and kill the flanker. Because here, like, you guys are all just pushing sight, and you just get picked off. It's just a 3v1, right? And then you guys go A, and you have sight control, and then all these B players are out of position. But we just push in a bunch of players are in position, and we let the flank come up. Like, at this point, we should be expecting a flank to happen, like, every round, because that's all these guys are doing. Same, like, think about the same exact thing I just said, by the way, with, like, why your defense was struggling, because no one flanked, right? No one really went behind, so these guys didn't have to worry about flanking. But you see how much value that flank just has there? Okay, we get the mid player, try to play with this jet a bit more. She's coming up sight. okay, we kill this player. Stop backing up here. Like, look at everyone else on the team besides you and your Jet. You and your Jet are throwing this round by just starting to go back out. Your Omen just TP'd up here. Teammates just killed the mid player. They just killed the guy's site. The Sova was Raptors. Like, you guys have a triple pinch on this guy. We're just like, no, let's go B now. Like, you guys rotate the exact type we should have rotate. Now we're pushing to flank where we didn't have intel. Oops. So probably just like a mini-map thing, because you're asking how many are in A. We're there, like, you can kind of see. I would think of the map this way, too. So, like, what did we see? Like, there's one here, and then one here, right? So, like, where are the other two players?
The B players.
So, as soon as you kill those players, it should be like, okay, the B players are the only one left. We know these two players are still going to be, like, trying to rotate over, come over. This is also why you want to be careful flank here, because you don't know whether he's... You don't know if he's flanking, whether he's not. And it'll help with the decision making a bit better, where you can think about, okay, what's the B main player doing right now? Yeah, we're just pushing stop. We have no initiator. Same thing, like, just 3-man push flank. This play's never going to work in a million years. Okay, same thing here. Like, we made so much noise. Phoenix here, Stage Slow just went down. There's Sova. Like, let's just get out. Just rotate B, because now we're just pushing into a bunch of people we don't know where it is. We don't have flank intel. It's just a very risky push in general. Like, even if you guys get sight, there could still be someone flank, right? And now you're dealing with the player CT and you're dealing with the flank. And now we absolutely know that there's 3 players on site, but we're still pushing and we lose a shot. Okay, we decided to go for a mid play. I kind of like this, right? Because you guys haven't touched mid at all. Also, there's free intel for you, like right here, which that should just like entirely change how we do our play. Like, wall off this position, right? So you can just isolate these guys, block these guys from rotating, and just clear a site and get it with your team.
No way. Oh my god.
Like, all this took was just like a slight difference in angles, and also your Omen going for a blind here for some reason. Do you see how how many rounds we possibly could have won just by like small little changes? That could have changed from 11 to 10. Yep, very good about this a bit. Any other questions or anything else we want to cover today?
Not really. I took a lot of notes that I'll definitely go over, and I think the most important thing that I took with me is like more awareness for the minimap positioning of enemy players, as well as like utilizing more flank and gaining better map control.
Yep, absolutely.